I'm coming to you from my craft room. And it's been a long time no see. But tonight I'm going to show you a brand new method that no one has done except for me on a cup. And I hope you enjoy this method. And I'm going to tell you a little story as I show you this method about my journey over the past 5 years in the crafting, but more specifically, the Tumbler community. You see, I've been super mega blessed. I have. I've been blessed with some really great people in my life. And tonight, I'm going to tell you about those blessings. But I'm going to tell you how I got to see those blessings and how important it is to focus on those blessings. Right before this YouTube, I had a lot of people say they like my stories. So I tell you stories so you don't get bored with my tumbler making, because, you know, who wants to just see a tumbler being made? I had to pick out a shirt, and I was made the shirt at my national convention this year. And it says, I see you, I accept you, I respect you, I support you, I admire you, and I love you. Those words are so powerful, and this was made for me by one of my amazing members of my Facebook group that's inactive right now. And it's inactive because, well, I'm going to tell you a story. And it doesn't start off that great. But let's get to the tumbler first. These are the things you're going to need. You're going to need a cup. Clearly, that's what you're going to need. All right. You're going to need some mica powders. Now, I buy all of my products from Love All Bling. That's the most quality glitter dealer that you could possibly find. She has exceptional products. She does not feed into any drama or commotion. She is not catty or petty. And she is by far the classiest broad in the industry. And she's been with me for 4.5 years. And she is amazing. She has vinyl. She has stickers. She has signage. She has micas, glitters, glow powders. She has everything. She's literally your one-stop shop. And that's loveallbling.com. She's phenomenal. And if you use code Show Me Chauvin, you save you some pennies and you make me some. So everybody wins. But anyway, you're going to need some mica powders. These are the colors that I'm going to be using. Well, one of them is dirty because it's on the bottom, but it's my table. Don't judge me. All right. And I'm going to be using a little bit of pink too. I have my pink in my drawer. So just, and here's my little bit of pink. All right. You're also going to need one of these fancy dancy doodaddy things. Okay. Now this is a little jelly stampy thing that you're supposed to be doing for your little nails. It's like a little nail dabber thing. I saw this on an infomercial one night when I was up late. And I thought, I bet you could do that crap on a cup. Well, guess what? You can. I tried it last night with my Patreon group. If you'd like to join my Patreon group, just follow my links and you can join my Patreon group. And you get all the dirt and the secrets and the cool fun stuff before you see here on the YouTube. So you're going to get you one of these little doojabby things. It comes with two sizes. Big sticky and small sticky. So it's called the jelly stamper. And that fits some of you since y'all are so jelly of me. I'm just saying. I'm peanut butter, you're jelly. Anyway. All right. So you're going to get your micas. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to get you some tacket. And you're going to do like this. Some of y'all are good at that. Oh, I forgot you too. All right. Some of y'all are going to do like this. And you're going to squeeze it onto your cup. And you're going to just lightly put your tacket over your cup. Like just light coat. Thin, thin, thin. Kind of like you were in high school, but not now anymore. Okay? Squeeze. Okay? Like I said, like you were in high school, but not anymore. Thin, light, airy coat. All right, just because you don't want it to be all sloppy, like y'all are drunk sometimes on a Saturday night and get behind that keyboard. All right, but you just want to slather it just a little bit, just a little bit. That's a bad thing about YouTube. We can't listen to music, so you have to hear me sing. All right, and my moderators and stuff are putting in links in the comments for y'all to order all the fun stuff that I'm using during this live, in case you want to make all the great things that I make and be cool like me. Because everybody wants to be cool like me. I could tell by some of y'all's comments. And if you'd like, while I'm doing this boring part, you can either fast forward or you can leave a thumbs up, because sharing is caring, and giving me the finger is what some of y'all always want to do. So what better finger than the thumb? And yes, the thumb is a finger. It's a digit. Don't argue. All right. So anyway, we're going to just lightly make sure, oh, excuse me, that all of the tacket, and I like to use the original tacket, not knockoff tackets from other companies trying to act like tacket. I like to use the original. I don't want to be anybody's knockoff. And I don't like to steal anybody's ideas like other people's do, because that's not nice. Nobody likes to steal anybody's ideas, because that's tacky. So, but that's how you want your cup. You want your cup tacky. So you want to just kind of make sure that you got all the thickness off there. You just want it to be just, you don't want it to be moist, but you just want it to be just wet enough to where it's going to be sticky in just a minute. Okay? So now if you want, you can take your heat gun and you're going, I'm just kidding. It's on the cold setting. And you're going to just blow dry this real quick, just so that you can hurry up and get it kind of sticky gooey, okay? And you want to just kind of speed up the drying process, because nobody wants to sit here and watch paint dry. So we're going to just be like, la, 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 la. This is the part of the video where you're going to hurry up and fast forward. So just be like, okay? Now, when I started my journey on Facebook, I started it 5 years ago. And I can tell you that the crafting community was kind of jealous. But the Tumbler community has been kind of rough. Not kind of rough. They've been grotesque. They've been abusive. They've been tormenting. They've been absolutely downright evil to me. They've been the type of community that has ripped people down to their absolute core. They've been terrible. They've scared people off the internet. They've tried to do it to me. They keep trying to do it to other people. And honestly, that's why my Facebook group is closed right now. Because I'm taking a mental health break before they break my entire spirit and soul. And so right now, I am super, super, super overwhelmed with the amount of love and hate that I've been getting. And I want to use this opportunity to not only show you a new cup method, but to show you that you can make it through anything. That perseverance is possible. That you absolutely can go forward. Okay? And so I want you to know that you absolutely can make it. Just keep going. We started a movement a couple of years ago called Minute to Minute Badass. And I want to revisit that, because I think I, along with a lot of other people, need a reminder. You see, some days, now to do this method, you're going to take your little sticky maricky thing and you're going to dip it in your mica, and you're going to get the whole tip of it covered in your mica. And you're just going to stamp it till it makes like, almost like a thumbprint. Do you see it? Okay. And then I'm going to basically like map it out. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to stamp it again. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm making like a mermaid cup. Minute to minute badass is, sometimes life hands us a crappy hand. Sometimes life throws us a lot of curveballs. And sometimes we don't think we can make it another day. We don't think we can. I know there have been days where I don't think I can make it another day. So then you're going to clean off your little stickiness, right? With a little baby wipe. Or you could do it with alcohol. Stay away from acetone. Stay away from acetones. Okay? That's good advice in all things in life. Okay? And then you're going to go to your next color and you're going to put it next to that one. Okay? So I'm going to actually use, this color instead of, I'm going to use this color, this darker blue. But some days it's hard to make it to a whole day. If you think if tomorrow is going to be anything like today, I don't want to make it till tomorrow. When everything's stacked against you, right? When you wake up and you got people who are emailing you hateful things, saying hateful things to you, right? You don't necessarily want to make it to the next day. I know I've had days like that. So you become a minute-to-minute badass. You think to yourself, I can make it 60 seconds. I want you to focus on the clock when you're having a day like that. And I want you to think 60 seconds. That's all you have to make it. Is 60 seconds. That's it. 60. Count them out loud if you have to. 60 seconds. A day is a long time to sit and hurt. You don't want to sit and hurt for another whole day. But you can make it 60 seconds. And I want you to look at that clock now and look at it right this very second. Bam. You just became a badass. You just made it another minute. And that, my friends, is this minute-to-minute badass. You might not have wanted to make it through it, but you did. And then go to be another minute-to-minute badass. And each time you make it a minute, the next time try to make it 5 minutes. And try and make it 6 minutes. And then maybe try and make it to be an hour. But just keep going. So I encourage everybody on this live to be a minute-to-minute badass. Because making it is far better than giving people that have tried to keep you down the luxury of giving up. And nobody knows better than me what it feels like to be kicked when you're down. I know what it's like to be hurt. I know what it's like to be tortured and tormented around every single solitary circle. But at the same time, I also know what that victory feels like when someone says, I see you. In the morning, when I wake up to a message at 5 a.m. that says, good morning. I hope you have a great day today. I wanted you to know that I prayed for you. Or when people go on to a Zoom or a Patreon and they say, I'd love to send you this because I accept you into my community and I love you. And I'd love to send you this because even though I'm on my own grieving journey, we can grieve together because I accept you. And they want to help you just like you want to help them. Or when they say, you know what, Chauvin, I respect you. And they give you their heart and they open up their love to you. I don't think there's any internet bully in the world that anybody would make a shirt like this for and they could wear it. And so as I sit here and look over my shoulder and I think of this little baby that gets put to sleep every night to the sound of my voice. And I think of this wonderful advice from this accountant that I got. Because she really knows how to crank some numbers. And things really add up in her life. And she tells me often that she supports me. And my mother, who often tells me how much she admires me. And my friends, who often tell me that they love me. Those are the type of people you need to surround yourself with. Those are the types of people that you need to have in your corner. Now, right now, we're making a mermaid scale cup. And it's oftentimes people tell me, you know what? I love the way you raise your son because you accept him for who he is. And if you aren't surrounding yourself with people in your life that don't accept you for who you are, get new friends. So tonight, I'm going to stop at this cup right here, and I'm going to do something else with the top, because I think if I spent the whole live sitting here dabbing it, it'd bore your dadgumming ears off. But I want to encourage you all to be better humans, to be kinder, to be gentler with people's mental health, to be better human beings, to be people that see one another, to be people that accept one another, to be respectable human beings, and to know that every day is a new day to make it minute to minute. And you too could be somebody that people admire and would travel, that could handle all these things. So you too could be that way. And what you're going to do afterwards is you're going to take your brush and you're going to pull your micas up a little bit to where you kind of blend your circles into each other. And it's going to pull your micas up into these other little pieces. And then what I'm going to do is add even more sassy flair. And I'm really grinding up into it. Okay? So I'm going to go back over that a little bit with some more of my micas. But now I'm going to add a little bit more sassy flair. And I'm going to add some foil to where the rest of my tacket is. And it's going to be kind of like blue waves, or like blue foil and blue, little bits of blue heaven every now and then. But that is how you use the jelly stamper. Now there's tons of ways you can use it. We've experimented a few different ways in our Patreon group. We tried it on black bases. We tried it on white bases. We tried it with different color micas, pigments. We tried it a whole bunch of ways, okay? You can use it with glitter. I've tried it a couple of different ways, but if you want to try some new ways or learn from us in different ways, you can join our Patreon group. The link will be in the description once this video airs all the way and the live is over. Also, there is a huge convention coming up. Be sure to follow me on Instagram or on the Tickety Talk for more details. And be like the cool kids. And I'll be adding some more glitter to this after the live. And we'll be finishing it up. And if you would like to see the finished product of this cup, be sure to join us on our Patreon. Y'all have a great night. Be good to everybody. Bye, y'all.